Page 18, O Little Town of Bethlehem. I'll go through the process I use for learning a piece of music. Let's see what we end up with. I look it over, it's about 2 pages long. The clef signs are still treble and bass clef. The time signature is 4/4 time. I see quarter notes, half notes, dotted half notes, whole notes. I see a few accidentals, a few sharp signs, and I see a dotted rhythm. We got to deal with that. Now, most of the time, the hands are only playing one hand at a time, so to shorten the video, I'm going to talk about both hands together here. Because normally, I just do it one hand at a time first. Yeah. So the left hand starts here, that puts the hand here. And the right hand starts second finger here, that puts it here. So we're in this position. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 1. And that, hold that down, it's a whole note. 1, 2, 3, and then A and F together. 3, and then go on. At the end of measure 4, they went third finger on the E. I'm using the third finger already. I'd rather not use it again. I mean, sometimes we have to do that sort of thing, but ugh. So you see in measure 5, we have 2 E's. We call those repeated notes because the note is played more than once. It's played twice, 2 of them. Actually, it's played 3 times because you get it at the end of the measure 4. Isn't that cool? Okay. Well, a lot of times in piano, a standard fingering practice is if you have to change hand positions, and we do here, we do it on repeated notes. Because you got to lift up a repeated note anyway. You have to lift it up to play it again. Well, when you lift up, you can just change. I can change any position I want, and I get the same result as far as the sound goes. So rather than on measure 4 using third finger immediately, since my hand is here, I'm going to use second finger. And then on measure 5, on the last E, the second one, and measure 5, then I'm going to use third. So now my second finger's ready. Here. So again on measure 4, we're here. 2, 3, and then go on. 2, now. 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3. Now they want second finger, and it's okay. It's a repeated E. It's this, now we can go ahead and change there. And hopefully you can get to where you can make this change when you're only changing one key up or down. You can do it without looking at the keyboard. You can feel that eventually. That's something to shoot for. Then on measure 9, we're back to where we started. 1 and. Now let's talk about measure 11. Just the rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3. That part's not too bad. But the 3, the quarter note comes on 3. The dot comes on 4 because the quarter note takes up a whole beat. And the dot is half the value, so it's like an 8th note. Tied to the quarter. And then the 8th note then comes on the and. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It's on the and of 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 3. Okay. And on page 19 you get the same kind of stuff, and I use the same fingering as I did on page 18. Now once I have the hands and the fingers and the rhythm all kind of worked out, then that'd be perfect, but worked out. Then I go back over it slowly and carefully, and I get rid of any hesitations. Hesitations are a major danger. You'll think, oh, that's all right, I'll work on it, I'll get it later, I'll do it right next time. No. Stop and make sure the hesitation's gone. Otherwise, you end up practicing the hesitation. You just keep doing it. So when you go to perform it, even though you don't mean to hesitate anymore, you'll still hesitate because you practiced it. So get rid of the hesitations. Then I can think about the articulation, and this is fairly connected. I mean, you can lift up here, lift up, lift up, and then lift up. So you can lift up here. If you know where the phrases are, you can lift up. Like taking a breath. You can follow the sentences and the words if you want to know where the phrases are. Look at measure 8 here. Now lift up. Yeah. you have to lift up, it's a repeated note. But this is a little longer silence than that, just like taking a breath. So I'm cutting that dotted half note short, in measure 8, just a little bit short, so I can take a breath. Okay, and then measure, 12 at the bottom there is to lift up. Don't connect this and this. No, you're taking a breath here. It's a new sentence. So put in the phrases wherever they are, and then the dynamics. P at the beginning is piano for soft, whatever you think soft is. So it's just soft. And then you come up a little bit moderately soft, and that's all piano. Just a little, sort of soft. You get down to the bottom, the last note on the page, you're up to loud now. Heavy, boom. Let the wrist collapse a little bit here. Stay relaxed. Don't tense up and play with stiff wrists. Stay relaxed. Then I'll measure 16. Now back down to sort of soft. And then the last line is soft. Okay. Now once I have an idea of the dynamics, then I'll think about the speed. Peacefully. Well, it's not a speed, it's a mood. It's a gentle piece. But whatever you think it is, I don't care. Just be peaceful. Don't copy me, please. You get into it. You feel it. Feel the natural accents. 1, 2, 3, 4. So when the piece starts, it to here at the end of the first line, it's a pickup. Feel these natural accents all the way through. Now I want to mention one little thing on fingering that I overlooked. Silly me. Measure 17. We're using the same fingering we did for measure 5. You're in this position. But on measure 18 during the rest, you need to come up. Because the A is not in this position. So just come up during the rest. Just lift up. And then you can stay there. There. So there. I missed that little motion, silly me. At the end, the last 2 measures, you see a RIT. R-I-T or retardando, slow down, just slow down a little bit. Each of those notes, just get a little slower. All right. How much slower? You feel it. I don't know, just a little bit slower is fine. Let's play this together slowly and check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do louds and softs. I'll do the connecting, the phrasing, that kind of thing. Really, we're just checking notes and rhythms. So that's what this is for. So I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, go. 3, 4. 3, 4. 4, 2, 3. Three. 2. 1, 2, 3. And 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, off. Now there's a duet for this at the bottom of the page. I'd like to play that. And you play what we just did, sort of. I need you to go up on the keyboard again, so just pretend the middle C on the piano. Instead of here, it's here. And instead of here, you're up here. Play it all up here. I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, go.